Hello and welcome to today's daily AS Biology revision task, which is to produce a detailed information sheet on the factors affecting biodiversity. An increase in birth rate may develop in developed countries, and the birth rate has fallen steadily over recent decades, but in many less developed countries, the birth rate is still increasing rapidly. Some reasons for this are practical, as people know some of their children are likely to die, and they need children to work the land and support them in their old age. Some are crucial. Large families are responsible for some religions and do not accept contraception. As a result, the world population continues to grow, threatening food security and space for people to live. Right? So that's how an increased birth rate can increase or affect biodiversity. Change in diet. So change in diets in developed countries and areas such as Europe and the USA, people continually look for new interesting foods. As a result, scarce food resources are transported around the world to provide variety for people who already have plenty to eat. This movement can deprive local people of traditional food sources or drive up the price so they can no longer afford it. People may replace their traditional diet with food seen in modern societies such as pasta or chips. These are quick to prepare but lack nutrition. By changing diets, people will start to go and grow different foods in different places, and they'll grow the foods that are going to produce them the most money. Right, new pests and pathogens. So global travel, so the movement of seed and animals from one part of the world to another, and climate change have led to an increase in new pests and pathogens spreading from one place to another. For example, a few years ago, UK farmers had to deal with the risk of blue tongue spreading from Europe to their sheep and cattle. The disease is carried by midges, spread from Africa into Europe and across the Channel as climates warm up. So, this increase in pathogens also adds to an increase in biodiversity. Or, if the pathogens go and kill off large populations of animals or organisms that were already there, it can lead to a decrease in biodiversity. Right, environmental changes. Changes in the environment, such as the result of global warming, can have enormous effects on food security. In recent years, both droughts and flooding have increased. When the rains fall where there is a drought, crops do not grow, animals die, and people starve, etc. So therefore, if this is the case, the level of biodiversity will decrease. Cost of agricultural inputs. So, depending on what sort of fertilizers and such forth are used, fertilizers could go and increase biodiversity as more organisms and more plants can be grown. However, pesticides and such forth that are used to increase yields will go and decrease biodiversity, as many species of insects will get killed off. Hopefully this video should have helped you complete your daily revision task. Please subscribe so you can keep up to date with other videos to help with your daily revision tasks. You can follow me on Facebook or follow me on Twitter to help you keep up to date.